He's done enough to win. 2 for Lonte, fought back doggedly, ridden by Jim Cassidy, has paid $1.60. And no third tote for number 1 Juggler, who covered a lot of additional ground. Well, as I said in the broadcast, he had a lovely run. For those of you watching, you would have seen Encounter sitting up behind Monet's Coven for Lonte. And when Shane has that sustained peep, as he did there, particularly to the left, on top of the rise, you knew that he was exceptionally confident and that he had the better of Falonte, and he was having a look to see where Juggler was. But the 3-year-old, he's an outstanding colt and takes his overall record to 7 wins, 3 seconds and a third from 12 starts. And the first prize today of $204,000 add to the already impressive $1.11 million. 7, 2 and 1 Encounter by Terse from Fancy Babe, a 3-year-old chestnut colt, trained by Clary Connors for the New Haven Park Stud Limited, and also N. Curtis, and another feature win to Shane Dye. Falonte second, a chestnut horse 5-star, Wayo de Toile, Jack Denham, Jim Cassidy, and 1 Juggler by Jugar from Cashel and Gay Waterhouse, Glen Boss. And what an absorbing time we're going to have when these top notches go to Melbourne. And who's to say that a horse like Encounter, can't perform magnificently in a race like the Cox Plate? But 2,000 metres today, 1,600, maybe third up from a spell, or what was he today? 1, 2, 4. That was his 5th run back, and he should be. Well, I suppose Clary's still got a bit to work on, hasn't he? With the Cox Plate still another 3 weeks away. Very absorbing time coming up. We'll tell you the margins now. A long neck, a long head. So Juggler got home pretty well at the death. A long neck, a long head. 1.
Now getting close to a start, Melbourne, race number 7. Race
In the mare's race, and Sahara Breeze on the outside bounced away quickly. Shiosaki, Amati's Eclat, Lumpy's Princess is showing pace, and Chat Talk pushing up in the middle. Amati's Eclat in front now from Chat Talk and Sahara Breeze. Right behind them, Lumpy Princess up to running 4th, a length and a half, Shiosaki. Then Bells from Royal Cabin, Sea Gems. Further back, Artistic Rose and Hafler last of all. At the 1,600 metre mark, Amati's Eclat nearly a length in front now. On the outside second is Chat Talk. This leader going a little fiercely, and so's Chat Talk outside it. A length further back, Lumpy's Princess into the box seat, running 3rd, 4th on the outside, Sahara Breeze. Then Bells, Sea Gems, 3 deep in the middle, Shiosaki, 1 further back, Artistic Rose. Outside at Royal Cabin, and 2 last of all in the races, Haflar. Around the bottom turn, and Chat Talk, the 9-year-old mare, took up the running now. Around that corner at the 1,300 metre mark, and she moved out 2.5 for Marty's Eclat. 2 further back, Sahara Breeze. Lumpy's Princess over on the inside, ahead away 4th, 1.5 Sea Gems. Over on the inside, Bells, Shiosaki had to ease back in the running. Then Artistic Rose outside at Royal Cabin, and 3 Haflar last of all, 1,000 to go. At the halfway mark down the back, and Chat Talk 1.5 in front from Amati's Eclat running 2nd. 2 to Lumpy's Princess over on the inside 3rd. Sahara Breeze ahead away 4th outside it. 2 further back, Sea Gems. Belch pushing up inside it. They're followed further back in the race by Shiosaki. Belch's rider in a bit of trouble there. They're followed by Royal Cabin. Back on the inside, Artistic Rose. The rider of Belch looks as though he's lost the irons. Belch on the outside here, Stephen Baster in a lot of trouble, and he's out in the centre of the track. 600 to go. Amati's Eclat has gone up now to Chat Talk. Belch is under the whip, right behind him, Sahara Breeze. Then Lumpy's Princess trying to get out. They've gone around it now. Sea Gems and Royal Cabin. Shiosaki, Artistic Rose, and last of all, Haflar. Yes, he's lost his irons on Belch. Amati's Eclat in front. On the outside, Sahara Breeze coming at it quickly now. Sahara Breeze under a fair hold. Races quickly to Amati's Eclat when they turn for home. 2 further back in the race, then Lumpy's Princess. Sahara Breeze the leader down at the 150 metre mark. 2 to Lumpy's Princess. Artistic Rose getting a late run through. She's flying now, the leader, Sahara Breeze. Artistic Rose pegging it back, Sahara Breeze. Sahara Breeze, a half neck to Artistic Rose. 3 away, 3rd, Lumpy's Princess. Then Amati's Eclat from Shiosaki. Further back, Sea Gems. Chat Talk followed by Haflar, Royal Cabin. And Stevie Baster on Belch. He'll have to sit up for a while, I'd say. He's lost the irons. The clerk of the course about to come in and pick him up.
7 Sahara Breeze, $10.10 and $2.90. 1 Artistic Rose, $2.10. 8 Lumpy's Princess at $1.70.
7 Sahara Breeze, $10.20 and $3.20. Number 1 Artistic Rose, 2 even. Number 8 Lumpy's Princess, $1.80.
And Belch has been picked up by the clerk of the course after the rider has lost the irons, turning into the back straight. The winner here, number 7 Sahara Breeze, Craig Williams, has got in from Artistic Rose, who got the late split and charged home late. And 3rd, number 8 Lumpy's Princess, 7-1-8.
And just in front of her, Queen of the
Racing. Lusty's Bank was actually first away. Amber jumped out well, and so too did Trouble in Mind. Not far away, Stonyfell Road with Eastern Princess. And then Glitzy followed wider out by Cosima, and Belle Maria and Aphrodisiac at the joint tail enders. Trouble in Mind is the leader now, coming along to the 850 crossing. A half length on Lusty's Bank. 2 away in third position, Glitzy, who's just shading Stonyfell Road, and caught wider out next is Eastern Princess. Amber's dropped back a little and is on the outside of Belle Maria in company with Aphrodisiac, and about 2.5 to Cosima. Heading along to the 600 marker in the Nivison, and Trouble in Mind leads the way, but Lusty's Bank's rider Shane Dye not letting Trouble in Mind get too far ahead of him. Third is Glitzy, fourth Stonyfell Road, then Eastern Princess. Amber's the deepest. From Belle Maria, Aphrodisiac, and Cosima's last as they set sail for home. Trouble in Mind joined again by Lusty's Bank. Stonyfell Road is third, Amber is fourth, and then comes Belle Maria, and further out on the track is Aphrodisiac as they come to the 200. Lusty's Bank reached the lead. Stonyfell Road goes after Amber third, and Belle Maria coming home on the inside. Lusty's Bank just in front. Stonyfell Road's got her. Coming at Stonyfell Road, Amber, but too late. Stonyfell Road has won from a tighty. We've got Amber wide outs and Lusty's Bank on the inside. Then Belle Maria, Cosima, followed by Eastern Princess. Trouble in Mind pulled up pretty quickly in the last little bit, and Glitzy and Aphrodisiac were the last two.
Super Tab there, number 4, Stonyfell Road, to pay 471.60. 2 Lusty's Bank in a photo, 140 with 1 Amber, 140. Daily double on 1 and 4 to return $18.
By a narrow margin from Mick Dittman, riding like a man inspired on Amber, who is in a tight photo for second and third with Lusty's Bank. It's just a bit hard to get a line on the noses whether Amber's nail Lusty's Bank for second from here. 4 Stonyfell Road has been able to win, and Amber and Lusty's Bank, the two in it for minors. 4 Stonyfell Road, $5.40 and 180. Amber number 1, if she's run second, has given Ronnie Quinton the Quinella, and $1.30 irrespective for the place, and Lusty's Bank number 2 at $1.40. By Sovereign Red from Archduchess, Stonyfell Road, a chestnut mare 4. Ron Quinton for G.M. Kelly, D.E. Moon and Dr. R.D. Diplock. 15 starts, 4 wins, 4 seconds and 4 thirds. 4, 1 and 2 are official. Amber is second. Number 1 written by Mick Dittman for Ron Quinton. A Baymare 5, Hula Chief Primula. And the third going to number 2, Lusty's Bank by Sovereign Red. This chestnut mare 5 out of Woodland Pines. Ken Callaghan at Goulburn nowadays. Shane Dye. 4th went to number 8, Belle Maria. 4, 1 and 2. That was a thriller. Stonyfell Road and Little Johnny Marshall scoring in the time of 1:10.85.
Racing. Rondavelle has bounced okay near the outside here. Bellavinda began fast with Ancona Jane. They lead on settling down now from Suede, quickly getting up on the inside of Rosiska. Dolly Mary further out now from Bambuya. Rondavelle can't go the speed on the outside midfield. Outside Tycoon Princess, 2 then 2 Hot Peppers. A length and a half Quincy Love, a gap in the race. Virgo Girl, tail right off now as Aubergine. Through the gap, Bellavinda ahead in front now from Ancona Jane. 2.5 further back Rosiska. Over on the inside there of Dolly Mary. In the middle Bambuya about 2 further back. Then came Rondavelle around Tycoon Princess. Suede stays to the fence. Will need some luck from there. Further back Quincy Love pulled out deep, and they're followed by Hot Peppers. They jam up now. Rondavelle and Ancona Jane, and Suede going for the run up on the fence. There's not much room. He's pushed through and got it. And out wider Quincy Love, then Rondavelle. It's Suede hitting the front now. Quincy Love comes at Suede. They come away from Rondavelle. Quincy Love in front of Suede. Then further back Hot Peppers. Quincy Love on the outside and Suede. Quincy Love a half head Suede. Third home Hot Peppers. Fourth home is Rondavelle. They're followed by Tycoon Princess. A gap Rosiska followed further back in the race by Rondavelle. Then Virgo Girl. A gap then to Aubergine from Ancona Jane, Dolly Mary and Bambuya near the tail.
3 Quincy Love, $5.90 and $2. 11 Suede, $3.10. 8 Hot Peppers, $5.20.
3 Quincy Love to pay $5.90 and $1.80. 11 Suede, $3.40. 8 Hot Peppers, $3.90.
Got the run, Stanley up on the inside. Hasn't missed by much, and third goes to number 8, and that's Hot Peppers ahead of Rondavelle, number 2. Numbers in the last, 3:11.8. 3:11.8 in the last. Quincy Love circling the field, the filly Bodine Hill, and she scored here for Damien Oliver, number 3. Big class drop today.
They're off this time. Blazing Steel immediately dropping out to the tail of the field in company with Golf Circuit and Romden, the early leader from Pimpala Sun. Niagara and Pete's Passion right up there. Timeless wins. Marshall trying to find a posse on her. And then comes Revada, a length, Stately King and Crows Before Dawn from Pragmatism, Prairie and the stablemate Holy Roller. 3 to Blazing Steel, a half to Lord Garganta and 6 lengths to Golf Circuit. Gee, they're stringing out onto the side now at the 950 and Romden. Claps on the speed and leads a length and 3/4 Pete's Passion. Third posse Pimpala Sun around Niagara. 1-2 Revada, who is at this stage a little more than 1 off the rails. The outside Timeless wins and near the fence Crows Before Dawn from Pragmatism. And then Stately King, 2 Holy Roller and Prairie on the outside of the big fella. 3 to Blazing Steel, another 2 to Lord Garganta and 2.5 to Golf Circuit. Coming to the corner in the Bill Ritchie and Romden really has them strung right out. And around the bend goes Romden. 2.5 lengths Pete's Passion. The outside Pimpala Sun. Niagara scrubbed along on the inside from Crows Before Dawn, Revada. And then comes Timeless Wins and Holy Roller's got a wall of horses in front of him from Blazing Steel. But Romden in front from Pimpala Sun. A length and a half to Crows Before Dawn, Revada, Prairie. Holy Roller's a mile back. Romden still in front. Pimpala Sun coming at him. Prairie and Stately King and Holy Roller's flying. Pimpala Sun. Holy Roller grabbed him and got there. Holy Roller from Pimpala Sun. Prairie up there for third with Crows Before Dawn and Revada, and then came Blazing Steel, followed home by Stately King. Romden stopped to a walk. At the head of the others, Pragmatism, Lord Garganta, Pete's Passion, Timeless Wins, Golf Circuit, and near enough to the tail of the field was Niagara. By gee whiz, that was a run. Photo. Gee, I think this big fella's got there. Number 7, Holy Roller, ridden by Larry Cassidy, has jumped out of the ground. If so, $3.10 for the win and $1.60 for the place. Well, Romden was in front. Coming at him was Pimpala Sun. Crows Before Dawn wider out with Revada, Prairie, and then the big fella. The linesman, 2 lengths to Ken Quest. Heart Ruler back on the inside in 5th posse. Lomas is 6th, a length further off. Aphasia, a length and a half to Cattle and Prince. At its quarters, the outside Nimzo Indian, 2.5 to Emerald Cut. Inside, one of the stablemates, Persian Flyer from Magic. Ask the Waiter. Ask the Waiter would be about a dozen lengths off the lead and a length behind the favourite being our Mr. Navigator. 2 Down Hot leads them down the back of the course and racing to the 1400. He has a break of a length and a quarter linesman. 3rd posse Fatal and 4th Lomas. A length, the Ken Quest, 3/4 Heart Ruler. Just over 1 Aphasia, similar gap Cattle and Prince, and another length the Nimzo Indian. 1 1/4 then 2 Emerald Cut, 1 3/4 Persian Flyer. Another length the Magic, 3/4 the Outsiders, Ask the Waiter, and 1 further back is our Mr. Navigator. 2 Down Hot the leader as they race out of the back straight, and he's about 3/4 of a length in front. Linesman around Fatal, a length and a half to Lomas, and further back is Ken Quest. Heart Ruler on the inside, about 2.5 Aphasia. Some 4 Nimzo Indian and Cattle and Prince, 3 Emerald Cutter, half Persian Flyer. Another 2 lengths to the favourite, Ask the Waiter, standing these leaders. A fair start from Magic, and 2 to our Mr. Navigator. In the Collins, Stephen, they're heading to the 700 marker. 2 Down Hot, joined again by Fatally inside. Linesman is wider out. 3 to Heart Ruler, a length to Ken Quest, and then Lomas, Aphasia. About 6 lengths further off is Emerald Cut, Nimzo Indian, Persian Fire, Cattle and Prince. 1 to Ask the Waiter. He's a dozen lengths from the lead from Magic and our Mr. Navigator. Homeward bound, and Fatal went past 2 Down Hot. Linesman second. Heart Ruler called upon by Jimmy Cassidy. 2 to Emerald Cut. A length further back is Aphasia, and Ask the Waiter still 6 lengths from Heart Ruler, who hits the front. 150 to go. Heart Ruler dashed away from Fatal. Linesman, Emerald Cut. Forget Ask the Waiter, but Heart Ruler is racing right away from Linesman and Emerald Cut. At a big winter, Heart Ruler from Linesman, Emerald Cut and Fatal. And then Cattle and Prince was Ask the Waiter, followed by Aphasia and our Mr. Navigator, Persian Flyer, Magic, 2 Down Hot, Ken Quest, and then Lomas, and last of all was Nimzo Indian. Heart Ruler has
8 Heart Ruler, 510, 210, 1 Linesman, 340, 6 Emerald Cut, 470.
number 8. Heart Ruler, written by Jimmy Cassidy, has paid $5 for the win and $2.10 for the place in New South Wales. $5 and $2.10. Second and third placings will be Linesman and Emerald Cut, and Linesman number 1 showing at 340, and Emerald Cut number 6 at 410. So, having a look at the concluding stages here, Heart Ruler didn't have to spend a penny until Jimmy pulled her away from the rails. Linesman battled on well. He was always up near the lead, and Emerald cut on the outside. Fatal has run fourth, and then a good gap to the next. The time for the last was 2:33.27. 2:33.27. A good old stayer, Rising Fear, holds the race record. In 1986, he went 2:29.10. And the winner, Heart Ruler, trained by Jack Denham for Mr. G and Mrs. R. Altamonte.